In this video, we're going to learn a little bit about distributed databases. So a parallel computer has one operating system that can manage multiple processors, allowing them to process multiple instructions concurrently. There's three types of parallel computer processors. There's shared memory, where they share the same memory and storage media. There's shared storage, which shares storage media only and memory is private. And share nothing, where they don't share memory and they don't share storage media. A node is a single processor with its own memory and storage. You can connect nodes and they can communicate in one of two ways, through either an LAN or local area network, which is connected by Ethernet cables. That's usually found in like one facility. And WAN, wide area network, which is usually multiple facilities that are connected by cable, satellite, or Ethernet. A cluster is a group of nodes that are connected by LAN and managed by separate operating systems. Clusters are similar to parallel computers since they both can execute multiple instructions concurrently. They could also share storage or not, but clusters cannot share memory since LANs or LAN's access to memory is too slow. Parallel databases is a database system running on a parallel computer or cluster, and it runs queries concurrently. It can also break down some queries, such as join queries, into parts that run concurrently so that it executes faster. Distributed databases consist of nodes or multiple computers connected by wide area networks. And there's a picture of that in the top right corner of this screen. A distributed transaction is a set of operations on data that's performed across two or more databases, and is typically coordinated across separate nodes connected by a network. But it may also span multiple databases on a single server. It updates data synchronously on multiple nodes of a distributed database. It does it in two phases. In phase one, all nodes are informed of the updates by a transaction coordinator. And then in phase two, the transaction coordinator receives all confirmations and instructs nodes to commit. Distributed transactions are relatively slow as multiple nodes must respond before the transactions commits. A faster alternative is local transaction, which updates data asynchronously on a single node of a distributed database. Multiple single nodes can be updated independently with local transactions. However, one problem is that local transactions may create temporary inconsistencies, as nodes are updated at different times. Choosing between local or distributed transactions depends on your database performance or consistency requirement. For example, you should use distributed transactions for important data like financial records, or use local transactions if you want to count the number of likes that you got on an image that you posted. A consistent database follows all the rules governing on the data in all nodes. An available database is when the live nodes always respond to queries, and a node is considered dead if it's unresponsive, but live nodes always respond. A network partition happens when network errors prevent nodes from communicating. If a network partition occurs, then a partition-tolerant database keeps functioning. The CAP theorem states that a distributed database system has to make a trade-off between consistency and availability when a partition occurs. They cannot simultaneously be consistent, available, and partition-tolerant. So a distributed database can guarantee any two, but not all three of these properties. For example, in a distributed system, if a partition occurs between two nodes, it's impossible to provide consistent data on both the nodes and availability of complete data.